What's going on? I have been building cold email systems for startups recently, and I wanted to talk to you about what's changed in the world and why you should be thinking about cold email in a totally different way. And the table stakes have raised dramatically. So I'm going to walk you through a chart I have here to help you understand why you need to build a cold email system, not buy a list and send to a list. You need to build a system. And let me walk you through why that is and why this is the key to unlocking double-digit reply rates. Let's dive in. So let's talk about the bottom left-hand corner of this chart. This is where a lot of people send today, which is communicate to people that you have no idea about the pain they're in, and you're communicating generically to everyone. And the problem that people get trapped into is they send a message to kind of anyone, regardless of their pain and with no particular messaging, and they think about open rates. Oh, well, Jordan, I got a 60% open rate. Jordan, I got an 80% open rate. Isn't that amazing? No. You're not optimizing for open rate. You're optimizing for reply rate. Now, certainly you need someone to open your message to reply to it, but there's all sorts of reasons why that data can be bad, right? People are blocking the pixel, etc. But the only thing that you really care about, the thing that gets you closer to closed won dollars, are meetings, right? And so people will fall into this trap in the bottom left, like if I just improve my messaging a little bit. No. In the top left-hand corner, where you can articulate what you do very well, but you have no idea about the pain, and in fact, you've sent to someone who doesn't have pain, that's where people say, you're a jerk, why are you talking to me? Like, obviously, I don't have this problem. Like, I don't buy shoes, right? So why would you try to sell me shoes? I'm not a person that needs shoes. Or in the case that you're selling shoes, everyone needs a shoe, right? So you haven't been articulated why your shoe is better. If you understood the people that were in pain, but you couldn't communicate specifically to them, it's like, hey, that's not quite for us, but do you do this other thing? And then you could say, yeah, sure, we do that thing. We'd love to work with you on that thing. But really, the system that is important here is your ability to look at the entire market and say, who is in the most pain now? And to use that pain information to articulate a message just to them. In a list world, it's easy to get somewhere towards the center of this diagram where you say, okay, I can kind of understand that this person's in pain and I can kind of communicate to them. And the thing is that this sort of curved line here is reply rate. It might not be enough to do that. You could start there, but you'll never know what it was like if you built the whole system where you actually invested the money to understand the pain, to scan the market, to look for changes, to articulate that pain, to find relevant reference customers, to tell the prospect why they specifically, not any company like them, why they specifically are qualified. That's when you get double-digit positive reply rates. And that's why you need a system to be able to cold email people and not buy a list. Hopefully this is helpful for you. If you have any questions about building a system, I have some videos on this. And the next video I'm going to talk about is really how to take messaging and invert into the system, how to think about the messaging that you might send in if you had perfect information about a prospect and then reverse into that system. Thanks so much for watching, and congratulations for learning a little bit more about building cold email systems.